Good morning, Jefferson City. It is Tuesday, June 30th. Welcome back to the NT Daily. I hope some of you are already on vacation. Clearly, I am not yet, but the show must go on. So today we are starting with the University of Missouri Board of Curators meeting. The board approved a $5.5 billion budget for fiscal year 2027 last week. And I know we talk a lot about budgets on this show, particularly the state budget, but please don't let your eyes glaze over quite yet, because part of that budget is MU Healthcare, and MU Healthcare has become a really important part of Central Missouri and access to healthcare in mid-Missouri. MU Healthcare has had a challenging year, but at Thursday's meeting, university leaders also pointed to signs that the financial outlook is improving. Richard Barron, the executive vice chancellor for health affairs and performance, says that performance has improved in recent months. He said MU Healthcare is now averaging monthly operating income of $3.5 million. That compares to the fall when the system was losing $1.2 million per month. So in normal person language, MU Healthcare is not all the way back to where leaders want it, but the trend line is moving in the right direction. And that matters here because MU Healthcare is a major part of the healthcare system for mid-Missouri. People in Jefferson City and surrounding communities rely on it for specialty care, diagnostics, hospital care, and access to services that are not always available in every other community. And when leaders say the financial picture is improving, that is worth paying attention to. So the second big piece of this story is the MU School of Medicine's Springfield expansion. Curators heard updates on the project after a ribbon-cutting ceremony last week. Construction is expected to finish in time for the summer 2027 semester, and the renovated Springfield facility will allow the School of Medicine to offer a full 4-year medical program there instead of the current 2-year model. That matters because Missouri needs more doctors, especially in rural communities. The Springfield campus is expected to enroll 32 first-year medical students next summer. Columbia is expected to enroll 136. The new Springfield building is roughly 75,000 square feet and will include classrooms, conference rooms, student work areas, a simulation center, and a small group activity rooms. The school is also updating its curriculum. The new curriculum is called Momentum because obviously in Missouri we love anything with a capital M-O, and it will let students move into clinical studies sooner. And the Springfield campus is expected to have 160 residency positions with Mercy Hospital over the next 5 years. That is really important because Missouri wants more doctors in rural and underserved communities, and now it has a place to train them, place them, and give them a reason to stay. Barone said he wants the Springfield campus to be intentional about admitting Missouri students with the hope that more of them will go on to serve Missouri communities. So the big takeaway is MU Healthcare has been under financial pressure, but leaders say the recent trend is improving, and at the same time, it is expanding its medical training facility in Springfield in a way that could really help the physician pipeline for rural Missouri and underserved communities. So this is a story where not everything is bad when we're mentioning fiscal year 2027, only limited emotional damage. Now we are moving on from talking about big buildings to tiny houses. The River City Habitat for Humanity went pint-size over the weekend, building 9 tiny playhouses for 9 local families. Habitat volunteers took over the Capitol Mall parking lot Saturday and spent the day building unique playhouses for local families selected for the organization's first Playhouse program. The playhouses range from Bluey's doghouse to a medieval castle to a red, white, and blue Independence Day themed house. And if you have ever watched a child react to something built just for them, you know that is not a small piece of work. That is magic. One local mom told the News Tribune she worries about groceries and bills and does not have much left over for these fun things. She said being able to give her kids something like this means a lot. Being a parent in a difficult economy can feel like constantly choosing between practical needs and the fun stuff you wish you did not have to say no to. Food, gas, shoes, those are things that have to take priority, and they deserve to, but kids also deserve to have a place that feels like theirs. And Saturday, because of our local habitat community, 9 families got that. Volunteers worked from 7 a.m. to 3:30 putting together the playhouses. Scruggs Lumber donated lumber, and Sherwin-Williams donated paint. And then the kids took over. One 6-year-old already had design plans. He wanted a carpet, a toy box, a TV, and his own fridge, which frankly is a stronger housing idea than most adults have. He also had plans for a line down the middle to separate his side from his 3-year-old sister. And I am here for this real estate law at age 6. Property rights start very early. River City Habitat Executive Director Susan Cook said the project was about more than lumber and paint. It was about expanding Habitat's vision of safe and enjoyable home life for everyone, regardless of financial situation. She said, it gives children a place to imagine what home is like. So at the end of the day, the story is not pretending that a playhouse solves bigger issues that families face. It does not pay the grocery bill. It does not make housing affordable, but it gives kids joy and it gives parents a moment of relief. Cook said that if you had asked her the night before whether Habitat would do this again, she might have said no. But after seeing the kids and the volunteers, she said they will likely do it again next year. Sometimes the best community projects are the ones where everyone is tired but already plans on doing it again. So I'm here for that. That's how things work at my house. Before we move on, today's NT Daily is brought to you by MU Healthcare. If you're looking for advanced heart care close to home, MU Healthcare offers the region's most comprehensive cardiovascular services and is accepting new patients in Columbia and Jefferson City, from preventative heart screenings and diagnostic testing to leading-edge care for complex conditions. You can find the support and expertise you need. Call 573-88-HEART to schedule an appointment today, or visit muhealth.org/heartcare now to learn more. Now, let's talk about the newest in development for Jeff City. The corridor from the Missouri Capitol to the old prison site is changing. East Capitol Avenue is getting a facelift, and the River Market near the former Missouri State Penitentiary site is getting closer to opening. And if you have lived here long enough, you know East Capitol Avenue has been through a lot. It has historic homes, it has vacant lots, it has buildings damaged or neglected over the years. The 2019 tornado definitely left its mark, and for a long time there has been a sense that East Capitol should be one of Jefferson City's most beautiful active corridors, but it has not always had the investment to match that potential. Now, city officials, state agencies, private developers, and local organizations are all moving pieces forward. City Administrator Brian Crane told the News Tribune that when you add up the state investment, local investment, and city investment, East Capitol Avenue is looking at $500 million to $1 billion worth of work. That is a very large range. Either way, the translation is this is not just a new porch and a fresh coat of paint. This is a major transformation. The Missouri Chamber of Commerce is planning to renovate the exterior of its headquarters at 428 East Capitol. Kara Korches, the Chamber's president and CEO, said capital cities and other states often center development around their capitals, and that investing in the corridor is part of investing in local communities. The city has also acquired several properties and entered agreements with private developers to build new homes on vacant lots or renovate existing structures. Those agreements include completion deadlines and require the projects to follow historic neighborhood design guidelines. This part matters because when you are redeveloping a historic corridor, the question is not just can we build something, it is can we build something that fits? And that is where local development can get complicated. People want investment, but they also want character preserved. They want vacant lots filled, but not with buildings that look like they were ordered overnight. They want progress. They want it to feel like Jefferson City. Several projects are in the works. The state is planning a long-term restoration of the Capitol complex, including possible extension of the Capitol grounds to the north and additional parking for Capitol employees and visitors. The state is also planning renovations at Jefferson Landing State Historic Site, including updates to the Lohman Building, which was built in 1839. The city is moving forward with plans for a conference center, hotel, and parking garage diagonal from the governor's mansion and right next to us here on Madison. That project is scheduled to open in 2028 and will include 30,000 square feet of meeting space, a 200-room hotel, and parking garage. And then there are private projects on the 400 and 500 blocks. Housing renovations, offices, restaurant-adjacent green space. So in human terms, East Capitol is being asked to do a lot. It is supposed to be historic. It is supposed to be functional. It is supposed to connect state government, downtown, housing, tourism, the riverfront. No pressure. At the eastern end of that corridor, the city's river market is getting close. The city is preparing to open the river market facility at the former Missouri State Penitentiary site north of East Capitol Avenue and Chestnut Street. The river market includes a large pavilion, food truck hookups, and a restroom building. Officials are hoping it can host weekly farmers market, community garage sales, outdoor fitness classes, and private parties and reservations. Food trucks, farmers markets, events, a walkable connection, a reason to spend time near the riverfront. The city is also partnering with the Department of Conservation to improve the landscape around the site, including removing invasive species and adding native trees and plants. There's also a bigger trail connection in the works. The city has applied for a grant to build a pedestrian bridge from the end of Lafayette Street to Deborah Cooper Park on Adrian's Island, and that is expected to finish up this summer as well. Contractors are also paving Chestnut Street. The road used to end about 250 feet north of East Capitol Avenue. The extension will provide access to both the river market and the new multi-agency health lab being built across the street. So again, not just one project, not just one corridor story. The story is about how Jefferson City connects downtown to the riverfront, the Capitol to the old prison site, historic preservation, new construction, civic buildings, places where people can actually gather, and that is what we want to see. Whether downtown feels like somewhere you pass through or somewhere where you spend Saturday morning. I'm excited for the river market. I hope it makes the river market feel less like a background feature and more part of our daily life, which is good because if your city is literally on the Missouri River, that river can have some main character energy. We shouldn't take up all the main character energy in the room all the time. So it's a great article. You can read the coverage of all of that at newstribune.com from our local government reporter and star Steffi Smith. Before we move on, today's NT Daily is also brought to you by Hen House Fresh Foods. If your 4th of July plans include grilling, hosting, feeding a crowd, or standing in the grocery aisle, wondering whether you need one more package of hot dogs, the answer is always yes, but Hen House has you covered. Their 4th of July specials start July 1st at the Jefferson City location. Hen House has fresh cut meats, produce, deli, and bakery favorites for the holiday week, including whole pork butts, fresh cut pork steaks, pork shoulder, country-style ribs, frozen chicken wings, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, fresh brats and beer brats, pork loin, baby back ribs, bar S hot dogs, and more hot dog brands. On the produce side, look for on the vine tomatoes, pineapples, coleslaw, southern peaches, seedless watermelon, and a 10-pound bag of russet potatoes. And in the deli and bakery, they have Kretschmar cheeses and meats, Mrs. Jerry's creamy coleslaw, French bread, pita bread, King's Hawaiian slider buns, snack pies, and brownie cookies. Hen House is located at 1904 Southwest Boulevard. You can also text them at 41570 for hot deals for this holiday weekend. Now, a couple of quick hits before we wrap. More food on our mind. Hungry Minds can help feed hungry kiddos at the Missouri River Regional Library. The library has launched the 2026 version of its McReaders program. It gives children the chance to earn free McDonald's Happy Meals through reading. Kids get a punch card when they check out books. 10 punches from returning checked out books can be redeemed for a free Happy Meal. The program runs through the end of August and coincides with the library's summer reading program. Courtney Waters, the library's youth services manager, said turnout for the summer program is usually huge. The library has already handed out more than 400 reading logs, and at least 300 people have registered online. They hope to see over 1,000 kids participate by the end of summer. And the Bookmobile will operate from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. each weekday at Memorial Park through the end of July. So if you are a parent looking for something to do this summer that does not involve spending $40 just to leave the house, go visit our friends at the library. Second quick hit, a new indoor play space is coming downtown. Play on High Street, a boutique indoor playground and party space, is expected to open in early July at 114 East High Street. It is the second location from Play local owner Alana May, who already operates a children's play and party center on West Stadium Boulevard. It is described as more of an upscale kids club with a pastel-colored play area, swings, a trampoline, tunnels, a double slide, and a ball pit. There will also be a parent lounge with complimentary coffee, and I think we just need to pause there because parent lounge with coffee is how you know this business knows its audience. So children want slides, parents want caffeine in a chair where they can sit. May said the new location will have a reservation system and lower capacity, only around 15 to 20 children, so it does not feel overcrowded. It will have a private party space, kitchenette, party themes, party tiers, and maybe even a snack bar with locally baked goods and dirty soda. So downtown families will soon have another kid-friendly option on High Street, which fits with the broader conversation today about how downtown is becoming not just for those of us who work down here, but for everyone, more active for families. And hey, if downtown Jefferson City can offer coffee, play space, bookstores, foods, events, and eventually a river market, we are becoming dangerously close to a place that people can say, let's just spend the afternoon downtown. And I support all of that. So as somebody who has to spend their time down here, either way, love that for us. That is today's NT Daily. If you noticed, I have the latest version of the JC NT magazine, which debuts today at our happy hour. I hope that we will see you from 4 to 6 at Bar Vino, and I may or may not have a special guest on the show tomorrow that is prime main character energy for the 250th birthday celebrations this week. So stay tuned for more fun on the NT Daily this week. I hope if you are able to take off already that you are enjoying your holiday. We will be back again. We are not taking off early this week. No, I've been told that is a no-no. So have a good day, guys, and we'll be back tomorrow.